Yeah, for those who do not know, SG teams are very close to each other. Both these teams probably know each other and really close because they played against each other so many times, even in a ladder as well. I mean, it's pretty much going to be who's going to be the better DPS here. And not going for the DPS now, or is he just trolling me here at this point?
Ooh. Oh, maybe give us a
Hmm.
winky face along the way. But one trick gonna opt for that first defense. If you guys notice, we do see
Yeah.
Pegasisters picking up the map of Rialto, gonna be on the attack. Thanks to
Oh yeah,
the choice.
we've seen Josen as well on the hit scan. So Josen on that Ash did an amazing job previously, and right now it's gonna be Yuzu versus Josen. Which hit scan player will reign supreme here? That's the real question. And if I do believe it's a one trick wins it, it's going to be a tie 1-1 in terms of best out of 3 series.
Ooh, so it was Pegasisters winning up the championship, quote unquote, in the local SG bracket. But this time it's gonna be for that Blizzard balance, all for the marbles, and we'll see who will move on to the next matchup after this to face off against Experience. But anyway, we will see Ovo, of course, on his signature Genji, probably give you a wink before he kills you with the blade. One trick in position on the second floor.
So right now, Kwanzaa on that Zarya as well did a really good job on that Zarya at the same time. So I want to see how Josen performs because he did a really good job on the Ash. Very good aim, I would say. Oh, almost takes down there. Almost got the headshot on the second shot onto the Genji. But so far, team composition-wise, pretty decent. But on the side of on the red team here, they have the double sniper here.
Yeah, double sniper, very very close though in the first part of the first point. So it might be a struggle. If Blaster Dart can't penetrate the plaza, it's gonna be a tough task here for the Pegasisters. Maybe they will spread their wings as Jocelyn already takes down 2 Dynamite connecting onto Owa, and Pegasisters making the opening that they need. They spot out Drift, who's drifting out of control, gets taken down by the blast from the Blaster Dart with that swing.
Yeah, flanking. Oh, look at the utilization of the dynamites here from Josen. This is why Josen was doing so much work with the Ash in the previous qualifier. Singapore. Oh, gets a headshot onto us. Lucio tries to go for it. Oh, look at this. Very well played here with the dynamite.
Dynamite, Jocelyn playing quite aggressively all the way to the other side, and this might be the capture with no contest. Yes, there is gonna be an easy capture here for the side of the red squad. Kwasimikua gonna get a takedown onto 2, and the Zarya putting his name on the board. This Zarya just leading the charge for the Pegasisters.
Look at that yet again. Another beautiful utilization of the dynamite. Josen really knows the cooldowns on the dynamite. See, that's the thing. When you pop the dynamite, the cooldown instantly switches out, and there you see 10-second cooldown, and you can use it again every single 10 seconds. So it is pretty much okay. When you throw the dynamite, it's like 1, 2, and then shoot. So that's like an 8-second cooldown on another dynamite. So just keep popping that damage.
Jocelyn honestly playing quite aggressively, looking for some staggers, playing at such a high caliber compared to the rest of the field. But we will see now Owo coming in from the backline. And here comes Bob, running Drift over, launching him into the air. That was an attempted combo gone wrong. Drift right now looking in position. There's the takedown on the Blaster. Like, unfortunate there for the side of Pegasisters. It looked like Jocelyn and Blaster Dart could have made it. But we have a Graviton Surge now from Aura Wing, from the backline, looking for a target. But Blue Tan just keeping the sight on and gets that takedown. Ooh, the second one there.
Again, if you look at how Josen was playing Ash, the moment he popped the moment Kwasimiko actually popped the Graviton Surge, he went in popping the dynamite, doing the AoE damage to the dynamite, and also utilizing the coach gun to add to the damage in the AoE fight as well. Very well played here. So this is pretty much an example of how you can utilize Ash in a high skill game.
Yeah, let's see how Jocelyn is gonna play this. Already hitting the shot onto Drift, and the aggression from the Reinhardt is enabled by the Ash in the backline. Of course, the pressure of the Widowmaker is there as well, but whose tournament is this anyway? Let's go, still stay on Jocelyn. Let's make the Dynamite count, let's make Bob count, and we'll see the Ash now get some good sidelines, though with the deflect and have Blade in hand.
Yeah, they also have the Mercy ultimate coming up soon. They have the Coalescence. They have the Earth Shatter for the next team fight. Jocelyn has the Bob yet again as well. Nano Blade coming through. Where's the Nano Blade? Finally, the Nano Boost coming through. They finally get 2 kills, going for more, going on towards the Reinhardt as well. And I think that's pretty sure finally they win a team fight here, Daks.
Yeah, they finally got the trick that they need. Owo does get the blade, gets 2. A pretty late Nano Booster from Kyungsu, probably didn't get the sightlines that he needed. But one trick able to make it count at the end. Yuzu charging up Bob as much as possible. But look at this, Pegasisters already on the prowl, looking to go for a stampede. They have 3 ultimates ready, and the shatter into a coalescence could be a potent one.
Yeah, Owo switching up to the Junkrat. Clever switcheroo here from the side of One Trick. They have the Zarya grabbed on search for the next team fight as well. For the blue team, the red team, they have the Urshiate popping the Valkyrie mode for the ample damage boost.
Yeah, Captain Surge though catches out 2, Jocelyn the first to fall, and without the Ash, the aggression is cut down in half. But we have MFCB gonna go for that rest, just floating on in, and like an angel, falls from grace, gets the rest. Exo can gonna get a kill with the coalescence, and Jocelyn with a takedown again. Shatter now onto Owo, the Nano Boost defenseless against the stun, but the concussive mind will allow the Junkrat to stay alive for the time being. But finally the tag in the bag from the Widowmaker, and this should be the point.
Yeah, so let's look at the composition coming out from Pegasisters here. They have the Widowmaker all the way in the back lines, and right now Joseon is utilizing an Ashe and how Ashe should be utilized. You're not supposed to stay on the back lines. You kind of have to be a little bit more mobile, follow your teammates together at the same time, making use of the dynamite as much as possible. You want to just always have high average DPS every single minute of the fight itself, and he definitely utilized the dynamite very well. Not just the dynamite, the coach gun as well. You can do damage with the coach gun. I think it's 25 damage per shot. So, and it's not just one character. So as long as anybody is in front of the coach gun, you can just do a certain amount of damage. And he utilized that as well. Earlier on, we saw that he utilized the coach gun in a Grafton Surge. That was just, he knows how to use Ashe very well.
Yeah, I really want to comment that Jocelyn is playing something that most people in a more stable middle rank don't do. Jocelyn is playing very aggressively to the point that he's being so active in looking for staggers. You can see Jocelyn just charging on. He knows that the mismatch is there. He knows he has the numbers advantage behind him, and he knows he can get a pick off or 2. He has been punished for it, yes, but Jocelyn right now just keeping the pressure, and really showcasing what the Ashe has to offer. And that's exactly what this tournament is for. Good to see both One Trick and Pegasisters though showing their stuff with the hit scan.
Yeah, but they were defending and they were attacking earlier on. We all know that, you know, payload maps is not really easy to defend. So right now it's going to be the side of One Trick attacking instead. So let's see how Yuzu performs. And now they have the Dragon Blade and the Nano Boost for an attacking phase. So things might be looking really good here for the blue team.
Yeah, a lot easier to make those win conditions happen. But the boop, Lutan, we see Drift literally slide off into the distance. It looked like he found his deja vu, and he's gonna drop into the river as the salt. Lutan right now keeping on the pressure, up on top. Looks like the sky is gonna be bright tonight as Pegasisters gonna play to their namesake and soar as majestic as they can be.
Yeah, I really like this fair composition coming out. Fair Mercy actually coming out from Pegasisters.
Again.
Yet again as well, like I mentioned earlier on, you have a lot of environmental usage here for the Pharaoh. Just, you know, cover from any hit scans, any potential damage is coming its way. You can utilize the buildings right now. You can see that you're utilizing the buildings, just utilizing the second floor as well, going up and down above the roof, just, you know, not giving any line of sight to to Yuzu as well.
Yeah, but over right now, good assassination there, forcing the res to be used, and Yu's now gonna get burnt up by Blaster Dart. We have the choke here coming out from Pegasisters, and looks like they're just gonna trample their way to victory. We have Lutan now soaring into the sky, forcing One Trick to stay by the bridge. And something to note here, Afiz, both teams are playing the Ashe right now, so in the next map, neither need to play it. But I feel like maybe Jocelyn will still stick onto it even in the next one.
Yeah, what they need to do right now is switch up to something that can actually just boost in, which is this sound barrier. They also need maybe a Discord up to handle the Pharaohs, but as I said, Syntax actually just takes down the Pharaoh, and right now they pop the Nano Blade and takes one down, tries to go for Joseon. That is exactly what I was talking about earlier on, how strong an Ashe can go up against a Dragon Blade.
Yeah, it's absolutely stellar. Using the Coach Hunt to get the distance, preventing the Swift Strike reset. It also took a while for Owo to whip out the blade because he was forced to use the deflect, and Kyungsu going for the Nano Boost early to keep the Genji alive. So this is going to be one trick now, halved in their time. They do still have an opening here, but Joseon already getting a shot on to Sin Halves, and he might be calling Halves there, as Joseon is so potent with the rifle.
Yeah, they have the Zarya Graviton Surge to get a Bob. Maybe that could be a potential combo coming out from one trick here. But the Winston really needs to focus on towards Joseon. Joseon's just having a really good old jolly time here, just making sure he lands his shots, and he's been doing so very well. So, oh, Graviton Surge coming up.
Yeah, Graviton Surge is there. It's Rocket Barrage, Blue Tan just making it rain out in front. So much rockets, but still Kyungsu able to punish. And that was a small misplay there, because putting the Vara out in front like that, just as easy pickings. No one needs to turn out, no one needs to look above. And here comes Owo with the dash and the slash MFCB there. Gonna get her wings clipped with Aura Wing getting them down.
That Rocket Barrage was just really hopeful. Also, they have the sound barrier. I'm not really sure why they didn't utilize it. I think he got taken out. I'm not really sure, but they can definitely come back with a contest here.
Sound barrier now used, so they can go for the contest here by the bridge, right? Blaster Dart gets the shatter. The Winston shield just way too late. Oh, no, ready with the blade. He's looking for the Nan boost, waiting on it, but Blue Tan again with that takedown. Pegasisters in control, gonna go for the push, trying to keep the payload off the first checkpoint, but Drift still in this fight. Gets that takedown onto Blue Tan, close to the Prime Rage. Will he force it out, or will he go for the reset? Looks like one chick hesitating, but no, they're gonna keep the aggression on. Here comes Drift right now, leaping, gonna jump around like a concrete jungle. Drift right now looking to try to get a punch or two, but MFCB already resing Blue Tan. Here comes the blade though. Oh, into the backline, takes care of two. Huge blade there, but is it enough? A 4v5 situation right now for the defense. Pegasisters looking to hold. Here comes the Winston. There's the dynamite. Using that doesn't get too much, only gets a burn onto the Reinhardt, and Pegasisters still stuck in between the pathway.
But it can still actually win this fight here, because look at the amount of energy Kwasimikwa has. This Zarya is just fully charged, just going ham, going on towards the backlines, trying to focus on towards the Ana, not allowing him to do the damage. It finally gets taken down by Aura Wing, by the counter Zarya as well, the mirror Zarya, I would say so myself. They now have their own Pharah, popping the sound barrier as well. Yuzu popping the Bob, takes down Blaster Dog. They don't have any shields to just block the damage coming through. Now Yuzu has free reign whatsoever, just imply the damage on towards the side of Pegasus, and they finally captured the first point.
One trick able to make that happen. Good punish play there from Aura Wing. And the fact that Kyungsu didn't fall means that for the Pegasisters, they still had to deal with the two healers. One trick able to sustain, able to keep on, able to punish. And this is now them getting the staggers that they rightfully deserve.
Yeah, I think maybe Owo switching up to the Pharah was a very big deal there, because as a Pharah, you can not just do damage, but at the same time you can apply pressure, just zoning out your enemies there with the rockets, not allowing them to be as aggressive as they should, which also in turn allows you to have space to do damage as well.
Really stellar stuff right here, as one trick right now gonna decide to go by the corner. We have Graviton Surge to start things off. There's the takedown though from Sukan to onto Aura Wing. Rob Rogers there, and finally there's the protection we were looking for. Afiz. Blue Tan gets 3. Perfect bubble from Kwasimikwa.
Finally, a really good Rocket Barrage coming out from Blue Tan, and they still have a lot of ultimates to play with. They only use Rocket Barrage to stop that fight, by the way.
Yeah, Rock Barrage there. That's really good ult management from Pegasisters. Something pretty rare to see. They were able to keep their guns holstered, able to keep it up, and now they have almost 5 ultimates waiting at the seams.
Oh, now they're actually switching up to a dive composition.
One trick right now.
Kind of playstyle they need to go for. I mean, you have a Pharah. Are you gonna focus on the Pharah and picking out the players, or are you gonna make Yuzu deal the damage as well at the same time? So right now, I know as a DPS player, you kind of have to do damage. You kind of have to take down plays. Oh, and you got Joseon takes down OO. But at the same time, you kind of need to give one of your DPS slots more space, and the one that's dealing the main damage here. On the side of Pegasisters, you kind of know the damage is actually coming out from Joseon. if you think about it. But Blue Town is just doing the pressure, the zoning, I would say, and it is not allowing the side of Blue Team to do anything at all. And there you go, Blue Town takes that over straight away.
Yeah, Rock Barrage, they're completely ineffective. Sand Barrier is used though from the defense, and they're just gonna try to play this quite aggressively. Pegasisters now sucking in 3. The defense race is a little too late. Bob now into the fray, and the Diva now gonna get the mech out of wing, out of the mech, out of life. Jocelyn with that takedown, 10 seconds remaining, and this is gonna be such a bad stagger because is gonna go into the fight, looking to get a kill or two, but the hope and the prayer does not land. Here comes Synhax, but it's too late for the Lucio. Pegasisters gonna take Rialto by force.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually say that, wow, Blue Town is doing so much damage because it's killing a lot, but if you realize, Blue Town is not doing the main job here. Joseon's just actually doing the damage first, and then Blue Town just finishes things up. He got a really good spot here. He's like totally uncontested. No one can actually do anything about him, and really good double shots on towards Owo there. Finishes up with the rocket barrage on towards Yuzu, and finishes up the Synhax as well. I mean, an XWO. I mean, it's Synhax, yeah. It's Synhax as well. So, see, this is a thing. When you have a Pharah in the air that's doing so much damage, you're like, yo, can someone do something about this Pharah?
I mean, just keep on with that Genji, or even just something like disrupt like the Doomfist. Just juggle around that Ash. We will see though if the Pegasisters is still gonna stay on with the 11 action rifle. So we do have Kwa. Is this gonna be our first Wrecking Ball of the day? That's gonna be pretty interesting.
I think he's just trolling here. I mean, yeah, you can utilize Wrecking Ball. I mean, in Overwatch, you can use every single hero in that pool, right? It's all about which type of composition you want to go for.
Yeah, but this might be a hard one here for the squad of Pegasisters if they run the Wrecking Ball in Control Center. And I'm surprised to not see either team lock in the 3-3.
That is actually true. I mean,
Control Center.
Kwa might switch out to a Brigitte here, and Joseon might actually switch out to another one. I think they really want to run the Pharah Mercy in Control Center, which you don't see very often actually.
Yeah, it's usually when you have so much momentum from Gardens, that's when you see the Pharah Mercy. But Pegasisters, there you go. We have a Zarya, Reinhardt, Zarya pairing here for Blaster Dark and Kwasimekwa, and an old school Mercy Lucia pairing for MSCB and Swukan. On the other hand, we have the Junkrat, pretty strong here from Oncheck, but it's very interesting. They're gonna decide to go outside. Woo.
Yeah, they're actually gonna go outside, which you don't see really very often. So now look at Joseon. Joseon has just free reign to just apply the damage behind Drift's Reinhardt shield there.
Yeah, and this is such a waste of time here for the side of Oncheck. They allowed the side of Pegasisters to get in position to the point, and this is gonna be the easiest capture of anyone's life because there's no one contesting, and we have Joseon in position to just keep the barrage going.
Yeah, Joseon just lobbing rockets onto us. Oncheck there with the Pharah, and look at that, he's doing it again because there's nothing you can pretty much do anything about. I mean, maybe you can hope for an arrow to hit him, and Owo just takes down Blue Town straight away. So this might be green light here for Oncheck.
Red light, green light. There's the blue light though from Outer Wing. Can the Zarya lead the charge? Has a lot of energy, can do the damage that needs to be done. And there's Rocket Barrage though. Joseon gets the 2 DPS. Outer Wing finally gets a punch play. Good bubble there from Kwasimekwa at the end of it to keep the rockets keep going and going and going. But still the Zarya in a bad spot. Gonna fall. Blue Tan keeping the throwing stars on, and Drift now caught out by the end.
Yeah, I mean, Aura Wing definitely had a lot of energy because of that Rocket Barrage. But unfortunately, they don't have ample amount of damage to deal with the front lines that were alive still from the red team, which is Pegasisters. So there's going to be a reset here for the side of Oncheck, and they do have the Earthshatter and Zarya ultimate coming out soon. They have the Transcendence as well. Synhax really low on HP, needs to fall back a little bit there, getting healed from so as well. So let's see, Zarya ultimate or Earthshatter maybe coming after blue team.
Yeah, Gravity Surge available now here for Pegasisters. There's the speed boost into the middle line, and it's gonna be a good grab into the blade. Blue Tan gonna get to with one swing. Chance coming on out from Synhax to keep everyone topped up, and using out turning the tides in the favor of Oncheck. Great to see a Tracer into play, and look at that tracking there from Yuzu, keeping it on onto the Reinhardt 3. Make that 4. Blue Tan gonna die, and Oncheck just getting the reverse.
Also, that was very good utilization of ultimates as well. They only used 2 ultimates in that team fight, and they won that with just those. And for the next team fights, they have Yuzu with the Pulse Bomb, they had a McCree, they have Kyungsu with the Ana and Nana boost coming up as well really soon. So for the next team fight here, I feel like Oncheck is in a good position.
Yeah, One Trick right now. They are in position by the point. Here comes the McCree though, and out of nowhere, Blue Tan, perfect pick, and a perfect pick off to say the least. The Tracer and the McCree now off the side of One Trick do fall. This is gonna be a dire situation here for the poor Reinhardt. Drift right now caught in the middle, gonna just get washed up. Ooh, the IoT heal, so close. Blaster Arc literally at the skin of his teeth. If you can take off one tooth, that would be how much HP Blaster Dark has left.
Yeah, Yuzu was just little bit too cocky there. Played up front, didn't realize that McCree is going to take him down. And yet again, Yuzu gets taken down yet again as well. And Drift right now still had the Earth Shatter. He needs to pop it. Beautiful block there. Actually, I think got booped out. Didn't really get a good Earth Shatter. He still had the Earth Shatter. Nano boosted Reinhardt coming through. Rocket Barrage from the air as well. No contest whatsoever. 2 down from the side of the blue team.
Yeah, MFCB now looking for the rest, gets spooked around, but there's the shatter now from Drift. He gets clocked by Blue Tan. The McCree keeping on, flashbang connecting onto the Lucia. Overtime right now is still ticking, and finally Yuzu back into the fight, but gonna fall so quickly to the hand of the Pharah. Pegasisters take that one 100-31.
Yeah, I felt like Yuzu is pretty much underwhelming throughout the whole series so far. He didn't really do a good job in Rialto. It's kind of underwhelming as well here in Lijiang Tower. Maybe they need to switch up their compositions here a little bit. Because the Reinhardt Zarya is not really working very well as well. Drift not utilizing the Earth Shatter at the right moment, at the right time as well. Not to mention Blaster Dog didn't really do much as the Reinhardt. You know, he was literally just a shield throughout the whole period of the phase. Yeah, so, yeah.
The thing about Pegasisters right now, they haven't been really needing to focus too much on their tanks and supports, because it has been a DPS show here from Pegasisters. Yep. It's really good bubbles from Quasimica from time to time, but really goes to show when you get the frags early on, you guys pretty much win the game, because when there's no one to actually deal with, what is a strategy? But we do have a Wrecking Ball here from One Chick. Maybe, just maybe, this might be the keg in the machine that Pegasisters has built. One Chick right now gonna go for the rotation, and Drift looking for a target or two.
Yeah, Josen's not really having good shots here with this Pharah, missing a lot actually, and right now this is gonna be good for Pegasisters at the moment right now. At least they do get Kyungsu. They don't have the extra healer they need, which is the main healer, I would say. They have Mercy. One more shot from Josen. Yuzu, no, still alive. What?
Oh, just giving them the emoji, but nope, they're Quasimica gonna get that takedown. Looks like he's gonna fall there. Uwu trying to go for that drift right now, but looks like the Wrecking Ball gonna get on out. Just gonna roll quite quickly to escape.
Most definitely right now. Josen just being a pesky at the moment. And Blue Tan with the snipes takes down Yuzu, forcing a reset here from One Trick. And Josen having a jolly good old time just popping those nades, because you know what? There's nothing to worry about as a Pharah. There's nothing you can actually take him down. And finally Yuzu switches up to a McCree. Yeah,
so we do have the Lucio to get everyone in position. Now double hit scan here for One Chick if you do count the Wrecking Ball, but Drift though is too busy to go for the pile driver. There's a swoop over right now close to the blade, looking to charge it up on that Reinhardt, but this is One Chick struggling against the Soundbarrier. Blue Tan now headshot connecting, looking for another one. Over in the backline, gonna try to get the health back, gets it in time, and he gets sniped up. This is such a difficult situation there for Owo. Blue Tan with that takedown.
Yeah, Owo has the Nano Blade as well. They pop the Rocket Barrage, gets out to the stragglers that were trying to force a reset for their team, but unfortunately got taken out right before they actually managed to do so. Right now, for the next team fight, they still have the Nano Blade, the Dragon Blade, but they don't have what they need the most, which is the Nano Boost. So they do have the Corellises. Maybe that could keep the Dragon Blade alive throughout the whole period of the ultimate itself.
Whoa! Drift gets moved into the water. There's a Dragon Blade, but still making it happen. Gets to make that a third. Looks like Hero Blade works out in favor. One Trick right now showing that this is gonna be the one strategy they can rely on. The blade that pierces through the heavens, and that's gonna be the team kill.
Yeah, because they don't have the sound barrier. They didn't have Transcendence as well to keep everybody alive throughout that whole Dragon Blade. So they definitely did a good job with the couple of ultimates that utilized. They utilized the Coalescence together with the Dragon Blade. I was talking about it, how they can use the Coalescence to just keep the Dragon Blade alive, and they definitely worked it out really well for them. Drift, you might need to work on your style.
Drift's really having a tough task. Look at that, the momentum not there. Only gets a pile driver onto the Reinhardt. Is in position to go for the mines, but doesn't get it. Shatter connecting by the side. Blaster Dart just at the edge of it makes it happen. 2 kills right now. Double sound barriers here from the two Usos. Synhax with the latter one, so this can keep Outer Wing alive for the time being. Yuzu forced to switch on over to the Tracer to keep the contest going, and Jocelyn now on the Doomfist, gonna go for the punch, doesn't connect onto Synhax. The Lucius still trying to dance around, and Drift now back into the fight, ready with the mines, gonna go for the swing. Mines on the left hand side, Loki to get some damage done, and Swookan just gonna fall into the trap.
There you go. At least they captured the point back for the side of the blue team here. One Trick doing a really good job keeping the things in line, but they need to go back on the point. They're just going to give the point to them? No, they should not do so. Finally, the Hammond goes back on the point. With the help of Owo, takes down 2, takes down 4 actually with the help of Kyung-Soo as well. So they finally manage to defend this point yet again.
And that was such a bait and switch. I don't know if it was intentional or not from One Trick. They allowed the red team to get in position, yes, with the point, but Drift was ready with the grapple to get on back, and Owo was given such a good swift strike opportunity. Has the blade right now. This might be the game changer, the nail-biting one. This can be One Trick winning this out if they can make this blade happen. Blade now into the backline. Who gets stunned? And Jocelyn gets that punch. Jocelyn, what are you doing, man? Perfect counterplay. Pegasisters now in control. Meteor Strike gonna connect onto the Zarya, looking for a punch, but there's the focus fire onto the Doomfist. Good damage done here by One Trick, but is it gonna be enough? Blue Tan gets a flashbang. There's a grab from Outer Wing, 100 energy, looking for the damage, and a pulse bomb is a perfect Christmas gift there from Yuzu. Ho ho ho! One Trick in position to win this one out.
That was actually a really good play there from the side of One Trick. Arrow Wing goes and takes down Blue Tan. Drifts also takes down MFCB on the Mercy. Yuzu comes in yet again as well, takes down Blaster Dog, and I don't think they're gonna be able to come back in time. And there you go. Wow, One Trick. That definitely saved the day. The beautiful Graviton session and a beautiful pulse bomb combination as well. The triple kill with the Tracer definitely turned things around. Josen almost actually clutched that play as well. He knows that the Dragon Blade was up and running. He knows there's no sound barrier as well as anything to keep everybody alive throughout the whole Dragon Blade. So he was waiting for the perfect time to just take down the Genji, and Doomfist is probably one of the best heroes that you can utilize to take down a Genji during the Dragon Blade. So if you manage to do that, kudos to you.
I think you can just say Doomfist is one of the best heroes in the game right now.
I guess currently right now, yeah, you can utilize
now.
Doomfist and just abuse the heck out of it and just grind through the ladder.
Yeah, right now. But I was gonna say, just you can see Yuzu probably on that nice list. Perfect present there to the rest of his team. Both bomb connecting after a good grab from Outer Wing. But now we are gonna be in Night Market, gonna be the decider here on Lijiang Tower. Gonna be a Widowmaker though and a Pharah. And as I said before, on Night Market, Lutan might struggle, depends on where the fight is gonna be. Look, he has to already come into the fray, and Owo gonna be taken down in the backline.
Yet again as well, Pegasisters always managed to win the first brawl, and they managed to cap the point again throughout the whole 3 consecutive. Yeah, so right now they need to reset here. I mean, maybe just give them some time to fall back, reset, and regroup, because it's only fair. It's unfortunate that they have the DC. So they're gonna give maybe 20% first and then come back for the next team fight. They switched up to I mean, it's probably the same still. They're gonna run the Winston Zarya, which you don't see really often, and Aura Wing already low on HP.
Oh, Rocket Barrage there from Josen, just getting the stragglers. The Tracer and the Zarya both do fall. And the Zarya there is just a remnant from their initial lineup. They tried Wrecking Ball and Zarya, didn't work. Now they switch over to the Winston. I feel like Outer Wing should coincide with the tank pairing. Also to note, Owo losing that ult charge there from the initial clash, so it'll take him a lot longer to get the blade.
Yeah, so for the next team fight, it is definitely in favor of Pegasisters. They have the Earth Shatter, now they have the Warhawk X1, they have the Sound Barrier coming up really soon, they already have the Graviton Switch together with the Rocket Barrage, so that's another potential combo that's coming. Joseph just going in, he wants to pop it, doesn't even need to do so. The damage is coming up from the splash damage from the Rocket Barrage, from the rockets coming up from Joseph, just doing so much work, and that's pretty much another win for Pegasisters.
Kwasumika, such a smooth name to say when you can say it properly, and such a smooth Graviton surge there. Just gonna try to get his own table and just gets so many members of the opposing squad. One Trick right now gonna try to go for the blade, and oh, the Sapphire early. I think That was Wukan thinking he had the blade. Oh, WO now in position to get his blade to do some damage. 2 kills though by the side of Pegasisters, and that's gonna be a shatter to go for the staggers. This is gonna be a last-ditch effort from Syntax and Owo, but the spin connecting. Blaster Dark out of nowhere, a shot in the dark. Can this be it? Will One Trick make it? They're forced to use the blade and the barrier early, but it's too late to get to the point.
And Pegasisters reign supreme once again, keeping it to a 2-0 in terms of series. Well, fortunately for One Trick, they will still remain in the tournament, come back tomorrow to fight and to live and fight another day. But we can definitely tell that Pegasisters is just a really strong coordinated team, whereas on the side of One Trick, they kind of lack in terms of just finding out how to utilize a composition well, what type of composition is good against that composition. They kind of need to go back and maybe look through your VODs and find out what happened, maybe listen to the